Back and thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and share with your friends and colleagues. Today in this video, we'll talk about different techniques of brainstorming. Now, what is brainstorming? It's just simply a way to collect ideas with the group or with the team members, with your colleagues or friends regarding whatever you want to connect, whatever you want to collect, and the information that will help you and support you in order to achieve the objectives. It could be problem solving, it could be process optimization, it could be anything that you want to collect idea about, such as innovative solutions or about a product. Now, when you talk about different brainstorming techniques, remember some of the rules to collect ideas, such as there is no idea that is bad idea. So collect any idea that you have. So write it down on a piece of paper or on your board, but don't scratch it out. Not yet. Of course, filtration will come later on. So don't be judgmental right now. Collect all the ideas that you can and you want. Secondly, from the ideas of others, you can also develop more ideas. Now, be innovative, go and think out of the box. Any crazy idea, all of them are welcome. And then also promote everyone to participate in the brainstorming technique or in idea collection technique whenever you are doing so. So encourage everyone to bring some idea on the table so that it can and it may become big as well. Now, furthermore, let's look at different techniques of our brainstorming. Now, for us, of course, we are using that in terms of our improved phase of the Lean Six Sigma project for the Green Belt and Black Belt projects. But of course, you can use these techniques anywhere in your organization, anywhere while you work in operations, in projects, and so forth. So let's talk about the first one, which is standard brainstorming. It's where you bring in 5 to 10 team members in the room. And of course, on a whiteboard, you write down the ideas. Whoever think about anything. For example, how can we improve the process? How can we have high production? How can we improve sales? So just simply write down the ideas. That's just a standard brainstorming. Again, the rule of thumb is, or the golden rule is, no idea is a bad idea. So collect everything, write down everything on a paper. Later on, you can filter out which can be doable, impractical, and which cannot be doable, right? From any perspective. So sketch it out, and then further, those practical ideas you can take on and further develop them. And then the second one is round robin. Now let's put a structure to the brainstorming so that we make sure that we collect ideas from everyone. Now, if you want to encourage everyone to put in and give their 2 cents, that's where you use round robin. So you put team in a round table, and then you start from one corner. Everyone needs to give an idea, one idea at a time, and you do multiple rounds of round robin. All right. Now, the idea is here, no one will say that I don't have an idea or my idea has already been shared. You can come back to that person again until you can complete the 2 or 3 rounds. But yes, everyone must share the idea. All right, then you have 9 yards. 9 yards, think of this as a football game. When someone is having the ball and needs to goal all the 9 yards, or maybe sometimes more. So the idea is that one person has to oppose all the 11 or all the other people who are thinking about a specific idea. So that you can think of this as a devil's advocate, right? So what happened is we all have this one friend who always nag us. So there's one person who's going to nag about, let's leave early today. Why? Because we can enjoy it. Why? So this is the guy who's always like, nagging you for why this and why that and so forth, right? So that's 9 yard. You have all these 10, 11 people on one side and this one guy challenging them. Now, the benefit of this is that once you challenge, you can actually come up with maybe more or better idea and the reasoning why this idea is the best idea. Then we have 3-5-3. Now you can split your team, let's say 3 people, and you give them 5 minutes and everyone has to come up with 3 ideas. You can actually add more number of people, 4, 5, 6. And then what happens is in a limited time, everyone needs to come up with ideas. Sometimes you don't stick to them with 3 ideas. Maybe they can write down more ideas. But yes, time has to be limited so that in limited time, people will develop their ideas before they go talk to each other. And of course, they shoot down their own idea. So within limited time, everyone needs to come up with ideas. Now here, imagine if you have 5 people and everyone's writing 3 ideas, you'll get about 15 ideas. And then later on, you can filter out what is already a duplicate idea or which is impractical. And then you will still come up with somewhere about 8 to 10 unique ideas. Which idea is what you will go and implement? So the keyword here is the most effective and efficient. Effective is result oriented, which will get your objective done. And efficient is which one is implemented with less cost, less time, less resources. So that's out of all these ideas, filter down which ideas are the best. And of course, the best means most effective and efficient. Now, after 353, you can go and do mind mapping. Now, mind mapping, again, it's a visual technique where you have a central idea, and from the central idea, you can actually draw the map, right? So it's with the leaf, or just like what we say is as your brain has multiple nerves. So you can, from one central idea, make your multiple nerves. So that way, one idea can lead to multiple ideas, sub-ideas, and further sub-ideas of the sub-ideas. So that's how you can do it. For example, how to do marketing. So you can have a traditional marketing, and then further in traditional, you have newspaper, a TV ad, and so forth. And then you have online marketing, and further you can develop ideas. So this is how from one central idea, you develop multiple ideas, as you can see in the image there. So this is here we have a diagram of a mind mapping. And then we talk about figure storming. All right, figure storming is a very good technique. Think of this when you bring in 5 or 6 people or 10 people, then tell them about, let's assume someone, and what if this person is in the room, and how would that person react? How would that person think about this idea? So for example, if we want to improve our manpower, let's say performance, then how would Steve Harvey think about it? What kind of ideas he would give us? So let's write down those ideas. So think about a figure who is not available or not present in the room. It could be your boss. It could be some other colleague. All right. So that's how you can think from that person's perspective. Now, the best idea or the benefit of this is some people, they don't want to share their idea. But once they are saying that, it could be someone else thinking that, that's where they can share the idea. And of course, the resistance will be off. Then we have 6 hats. 6 hats by Edward Bono, very useful technique, especially when you are thinking about something with your team members, something new, right? By the way, it can be applied anywhere, but think about this as metaphorical hat or visual hat. Of course, you don't wear the hat, but think of this as you put on the white hat. So that means just collect information. What are the facts? What's happening? So just get the information. Later on, you can filter it out and then use it. So when everyone in the group will put on white hat, everyone will talk about ideas, talk about facts. What's happening? What's going on? So white hat is about facts. It's about information. Then you put on red hat. Think of this as a heart. So your heart is red, right? That's where the red hat come from. So you are going to think about from emotional perspective. For example, if I'm looking for a new house, which area would I buy the house? Well, maybe where I grew up in that area, because that's connected emotionally to me. So everyone will think from emotional perspective. Of course, you will always have emotions whenever you're thinking about ideas, but now you're actually structuring it in a way that let's think emotionally altogether. Okay, then you have green hat. This is innovative, but everyone put on green hat, think out of the box, think the most crazy ideas. That's your green hat. Then you have black hat, which is risk assessment or risk management. It's not a bad hat, but you're thinking from risk perspective or hazard perspective. This is your black hat. Of course, you have your blue hat, which is the management hat. This is where you're going to manage. And at the end, of course, you need to agree and decide on where we are and what have we agreed on. You also have yellow hat, which is logical positive hat. So this is where you think from, the sunny side. Yellow represents the day. So you think from what is the benefit of buying the house in this area or specific area? Well, it's because maybe the price in that area may go higher for whatever the reasons are. So you have these 6 hats. You can apply that 6 hat as well. So these multiple brainstorming techniques, which one is the best? It depends on you and your team and your organization. You may apply all of them or any one of them, but that's basically to come up with ideas towards your problem solving, again, towards your process optimization, or maybe you're going to produce a new product. So come up with ideas on what are the features and functions of that new product and so forth. So that's all for this video today. And if you have any comments, any suggestion, any feedback, please feel free to contact me. You can find more information in the description. And of course, at the end, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, and give me suggestions on how to further improve future videos and what you want to see as well. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good one.